I hope you're not eating your schnapps. Don't, that's a life tip for you. Don't eat your schnapps. There. That looks like a brick factory if I've ever seen one. How's the main Alan?
You're better than us, don't you?
I do think I'm better than you. Wait, I'm sorry, what was the question? Oh, shoot. We passed 250 and I didn't even realize it. Let's get into the game. Alright. So, where are we? So yeah, we lost our progress of building out the steel mill. Did our ship go on leave? Yep, it did. Okay. So we didn't lose a whole heck of a lot here. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to build out more steel infrastructure because that's kind of our bottleneck right now. So let's build that. We'll build... Right, and then we need more workers for that. That was going to be our next step. So let's go ahead and promote another section of the population here, or as many as we can. And then get our next furnace up and running. I should probably build out another road here. And honestly, you know what we're going to do? We're going to build another warehouse here too. I guess we have a second warehouse, so maybe we just upgrade that one. Nah, we'll build one next to it. And then get our steel mill and that. Because this could overproduce for that, but we're going to need more just steel beams later on for things beyond steelwork, so we don't want to pair them into a 1-to-1 ratio. Because if we did that, then we would obviously not have that steel to use and things besides just beams. Alright. Sorry, just looking at Twitch here. Make sure everything looks honky-dory. And fingers crossed, that's the last incident we have tonight. We'll still make this a 2-hour run. I'll just go a little bit longer than I was planning on. And we'll see how far we get. So we have enough workers for one of these plants. And then we need 180 more for that. So we're just going to need to keep upgrading these citizens as fast as we can to provide for that. And we just need to keep an eye on our other resources as well. Everything is climbing. I know sausage looks really low, but we just sent off our ship with like all of our reserves of sausage, so we just need to worry about the other stuff. Beer is still climbing, soap is climbing, bread is climbing, grain is falling, but that's only because we're not producing it on this island, and we're producing quite a bit off island in Oftbrink. We'll rename these islands with catchier names later on because it's just Hopbrington, Whoville, which is not really fitting with the spirit of capital land, make me lots of money. We could just call it capital land, but we can do better than that. No warehousing range. Then we shall put you where a warehouse is in range. How about that? There we go.
We lack the requisite materials.
And now they have enough coal. We're still missing workers, so as soon as possible, obviously, again, we're just gonna keep promoting the workplace or workforce. That should be enough to at least get this up and running as soon as we have the wood for it. Because it'll be all right. Each workplace will be down like a worker or two, which will only impact it a little bit. Some of these bigger ones, like the steel works here, you lose one worker and it literally doesn't change it at all. As we saw with the charcoal kiln and the lumber yards, or not lumber yards. What are those called? I'm just having a brain fart right now. The lumberjack's hut. Sorry. With those, as long as you keep it at 95% or above, it doesn't actually impact their ability to sorry, it doesn't actually impact their productivity. They'll still stay at the full 100%. And we're finally into the profit. Made a tidy 7,000 so far. And we'll just keep going and going on that. Alright. And then we're not going to worry about the deficit because that'll solve itself here right quick. I do want more workers obviously to promote into artisans, but that's not going to be our main priority now that we have steel. Our main priority is just going to be getting the artisans working on glass. So with that being said, let's do that now. Yeah, I need another stream after this. Once we get like a ridiculous amount of wealth, we'll have to optimize.
Here is a vital matter of queen and country.
I have no ships at the moment, Archibald.
Now.
Just shh. All right, so I'm just gonna build off a little road off this way, and this will be our window production area and other things for now. So as soon as we get steel, we can plop that down and we'll start producing windows, which will be great because then we can start producing this. Did it save me building the... Did not save me building the cattle farm. Okay, so that's our other priority right now is getting... let's not. Why not? Let's just slap it down this road since we're just building things at the moment. We can use all this space in between the buildings. I do want to move this too far away. If you say too far away, then I can literally just pick up one and put it across the road and you'll manage it there. I mean, if you don't mind crossing the road every day for work, I guess, or multiple times a day during work, I won't stop you. But what do you mean too far away? Spending way too much time on this one farm chat. There we go. That's peak proficiency or efficiency right there. Look at that. Look at how symmetrical and organized everything is. So we just need to get the steel in and then we'll be doing that. Let's check on our expedition. He's still not ready to report in. Perfect. As soon as he is, we'll jump on that because we need a lot of those materials from the new world to get our artisans happy and fed and stuff. In the meantime, we'll go ahead, since we have a huge surplus of farmers, let's go ahead and promote this whole block, or as many as we can, I guess. Because more profit is more better. We're just kind of looking at things for later. Okay, so that we got our first one of those down, and that's a 1-for-1 on that. That's a 1-for-1 there. Perfect. And then it's not a 1-for-1 on the cans, so they'd be waiting on cans, but they use so few cans we can get away with one cannery for quite a while. So we're just gonna build our first pepper farm and our actually, let's hold off because that's just waste.
Take the stuff without a warehouse.
What are you talking about? Oh, whoopsie. Sorry. The whole supply chain of Windows is gonna collapse because they didn't have any of the sand to melt down. Sorry. Yeah, that's a 1-for-1. Yeah, so those two cheers there. Sorry, I was just looking at this. They just always want to chat away if you just leave that window open. I have to remember that. Alright. So let's go ahead and build a few more artisans. so we have more ready for the next step. Because honestly, that is very easy to do. All we need to do is slap down a sewing machine factory, and since we're already producing extra steel right now, it'll just immediately go into that, and we're producing plenty of wood as well. Actually, you know what? I don't know if we're producing enough wood because everything's going straight into lumber. So just go ahead and slap down one extra right now. I know this isn't an optimal setup. We'll worry about optimization later. And the dock lens, perfect. I know we can make a good amount of money on dock lens as well, so we'll go ahead and do that at some point. Yep. Now go away kindly. Thank you very much. Sorry, just slapping my mic around. You have to show up business sometimes, right? You have to tell the mic that you mean business. Yeah. And we'll get a tutorial out of the way for now. We will focus on that later on. For now, our main focus is just building up our populace as much as possible. How many do we need for this? 16. So we're getting close. We don't want to use any of the wood on ships at the moment. And then we're gonna have to build another ship to export replicas from this island, and we should probably focus on the next resource that we need as well, because only extracting one at a time is not super optimal. In fact, actually, you know what I think I'm gonna do? Oh, right. Windows. You need windows. Gotta slow down here. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, that'll produce more than enough wood. That one alone. Alright, let's see what happens here. Well, we have a bonus with navigation, so we're doing navigation. Yeah, we did it. And this is just a coin toss, so we're gonna do the first one. They failed it, but that's okay. Again, as long as we gave them rations, they should survive, even if you get terrible RNG and you fail every roll. Or every encounter, whatever you want to call it. All right, so I feel like it's a mistake to use that brick right now. Yeah, because I only need 20, so let's go ahead and upgrade that for better efficiency. We are losing schnapps. And we're losing... Everything else appears to be stable, just on a brief glance. So let's go ahead. Man, these guys are so thirsty. 4 schnapps distilleries, that's not enough. Actually, you know how we solve this? We just get more people into the artisan workforce, and then they're not eating... I hope you're not eating your schnapps. Don't, that's a life tip for you. Don't eat your schnapps. But if we just upgrade a few people into the artisan class, they no longer require schnapps, so.
Save me from this talk. Can any friend lift this demon?
And as I was saying last night, the best way to speedrun this, just click like mad. You don't need to worry about finding them. The camera will just zoom in. The camera will just zoom in on where they are. It might be a better use of your time and slightly less annoying. Where is this pastry chef, man? Elusive. As long as, you know...
Do I ask too much?
Alright, well... Our strategy of just clicking in random spots has failed. I've tried nothing and I'm all out of ideas. So we'll come back to that later if I remember. That warehouse is connected on both sides to the road, right? Yeah. So I'm not sure why that one's overloaded. That'll be something they fix in time, I'm sure. Yeah, because that warehouse has nothing going to it. So they'll figure that out. This is a really great spot for an industrial zone as well, because we have all these oil fields here, and that will really come in handy once we start getting engineers. The only problem is, oh, never mind. This will be perfect, because you do have to run oil to the coast to export it and store it. But we have a coast right there, so this whole region is going to be an industrial center. So we've already started on that path, fortunately. I think eventually we'll rip out these farms even, and we'll make it a full industrial zone. beer's holding steady, schnapps are holding steady, fish is producing, sausage is not so much just because it's only gone up by 3 ticks there. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Good news is we are cranking up the wealth. We might just get close to 250 tonight. We'll have to see how much time we do that in. That's going well. What should we do while we're waiting for our expedition here? We're still waiting on that. Even though they have 2 steel factories, they're just producing so slowly. I guess since schnapps are relatively cheap to maintain, it just takes so much space. Nope, that island can't grow schnapps. That's unfortunate, because I was just going to have that be a schnapps producing island. But we'll have to rely on the main island for now. So what we're going to do, because this warehouse is already overwhelmed, let's build another warehouse. I could probably figure out a better spot for that, because now I've blocked off that junction. In fact, let's do it there and do that, and then we'll build another road off this way, and we'll say our schnapps goes there, potatoes go here.
What brings you here, Master?
I know it's a hot mess right now, but that's future Chris's problem, figuring out optimizing this cluttered mess we've done. And honestly, we'll have more time to optimize things once we get just our basic infrastructure going. It's not about making optimal use of space yet, because space is at a premium, so we don't need to worry about maximizing our utility. If I had like blueprints set up or anything like that, that'd be one thing, but at the same time, I feel like in order to be a proper speedrun, you have to set up those blueprints during a run anyway, so the argument can be made if that actually saves you any time. It might in the long run if you're building like multiple islands off the exact same template. They're under the weather. Oh no. Well, doesn't matter what we do. Some medicine. Hey, look at that. Good job, Doc. You did something. We're so proud of you. Keep going. For story purposes, I should probably dive more into or read that text, but this isn't a narrative run, this is a speed run. We'll just go ahead and upgrade that. So now we're producing windows, which is good, and we still have a surplus of artisans for our next phase, which is also good. So let's go ahead and get a pepper industry running on this island. That's a 1-to-1, right? So technically we only need 1. That's very expensive to produce peppers for some reason, so we're only going to stick with 1 right now. Then we'll build a ship to start carting those back and forth. We'll figure out what else is going to cart later on. As soon as I get brick, I should probably upgrade this as well, because that'll also let me store up bigger stockpiles of all of our materials. The nice thing about going to the New World as well is that we won't... we essentially get to settle our first island for free, because the NPCs there just give you like a free clipper ship with the materials on it to settle an island. So we can just quickly settle an island and then send our flagship back to the mainland. Because the pirates and on the New World, at least on the standard difficulty, I don't know if this changes on other difficulties, but they start out neutral with you as opposed to here where they're hostile. Speaking of which, it is time to check and see if anybody wants money and or bribes. You'll take a bribe, or you'll take a flatter. You, sir, can I interest you in a flatter? How about a bribe? No? You're a tough customer, Whitley. I don't like it. He might be the first to go, chat. He might be the first one we knock out in the inevitable territory land grabs. I don't know why more aren't coming to this warehouse. Is this equal? It's connected to this road, right? Yeah, I can't build a road there, so it's connected. Anyhow, we need more workers. Oh. Whoops. So we need more workers. I didn't realize those ones were already workers, so I just promoted more artisans that we don't necessarily need yet. That's okay. We'll need them eventually. Level 10 on our little profile here. I think on my main save, my highest one is, oh gosh, I think it's in like the 60s or something like that. I'm not sure. We sold a ship. That's a great story. How about we do this? People are gonna get mad. Yeah. Oh, she's the only one that cared this time. Good. And since we did 2, we get a bonus, which means they're more effective. Yeah. The people need less things. And right, we just checked.
An influence bonus.
We did. You're right, announcer. We did get an influence bonus. Very astute.
Construct.
So let's go ahead and set up a trade route here between our islands. Here in Hotbrink. You're gonna pick up some peppers and you're gonna bring them to the mainland. Right. What did I do wrong there? I didn't assign a ship. Gosh, I haven't played this game in a while, so now how do I... Whoopsie. Select the button that says routes, naturally. Okay. So you just start bringing me peppers, and then we'll get the infrastructure built out for canning. So we already have enough beef. We already have enough... As soon as we get peppers rolling in, we'll have enough peppers. So now we just need the windows. That's our main... We're doing an exorcism. Hey, we succeeded in the exorcism. Good work, crew. I always knew you could do it. We should only have 1 or 2 more events like that before we get to the island. In fact, we could look here in the world map at their progress. Never mind, that doesn't show up until until you actually discover these places. Oh, look at these scenarios and stuff too. That's new. That'll probably be the next place we go, is discovering Mbessa for that more sweet money. Oh, never mind. There is our ship. We're very close. So maybe one more. Maybe one more event tops and we'll be on the island. We should build that soon as well. Because that's just a free, that's just free profit. Do I have 3 coasts or just the 2? Oh, there we go. We'll just build you over here and we'll come back to you later. Because that's just, as long as you keep your island looking relatively beautiful, not like, you know, an total industrial slog, you'll get free income from people visiting the island. Let's go ahead and build up another rung citizen or farmers. I'm gonna call them like 3 different names throughout the course of this run. You just got to bear with me because, you know, different games classify the lowest tier in different ways. Sometimes they're farmers, sometimes they're workers, sometimes they're, you know, just cannon fodder. Really mean. This place is already looking good and smoggy. Yeah, I'll get real good and smoggy eventually because we're gonna just make this, you know, Smogtopia, essentially. I guess we don't need that second round. Oops. This is spending too much time on aesthetics. This is a speedrun. Less aesthetics, more build. So with that being said, let's see. This island is still massively unprofitable. And it has a surplus of all the resources. So we solve this by just slapping in more farmers. Oops. Each block is like 140 in extra profit. So if we slapped in 4 blocks, that would about reduce the deficit on this island back to just neutral. Isn't that what we aim for in the end of the day? Just to be bog standard neutral. Alright, so I guess we're just going to have to connect that as is. Connect these guys as is. Make sure everybody has access to the pub and stuff. They don't. And since I don't want to bring brick to this island and deal with all that hassle, we're just going to go ahead and have to build more infrastructure. So there we go. Oops. Oh, I managed that. What did I do there? Oopsie doodle, as they say. Okay. So we're rolling, moving, we're grooving. How you doing, chat? Still doing good? That's good. And fire services covering everything, blah, blah, blah. That's good. Everything's great. Deficit on the side is already going down. We're not super worried about it making a profit. We just don't want it to be ridiculously low. How's our fire coverage looking? That's an accident waiting to happen. So let's go ahead. Where can I put this? That's going to give me good coverage. There, I guess. I know the seats into our sweet profit, but if it burns to the ground, then you get no money. So there's that. And it's not that much. It's 25. That's somehow you pay your firefighters 1/4 of what a red pepper picker makes. Maybe they're really good peppers.
We have the devil to pay.
All right, this should be our final event before we get to the island. Ship on fire? Well, attack it. Fire the cannons. Did we win? Oh, we lost things. Ouch.
Nothing to fear.
So that was a terrible RNG roll. Hey, look at that, above 100,000. Maybe we will get that 250 mark tonight, because we still have about an hour and 15, so we might get it. Okay, cool. So let's just go ahead and focus on this for the moment, and we're just gonna sail him as in here. Why did they take that steel? I thought I dropped that off on the main island. Now I just lost a couple $100 worth in steel for no reason. Probably slowed him down as well. Whoopsie doodle.
I am Isabel Sarmento.
There we go, perfect.
Between me and my country's freedom.
Yeah, we got a clipper, y'all.
It's hard to get ships.
Could this be my lucky eye?
No, it can't. Wibbly. Never expansion, always sadness. Alright, so for our first island, we're gonna want an island that can produce resources for fur. And I don't see that here. Because we need wool. Or not wool. It has another name. That island doesn't have... There we go. There. Cotton. We need cotton. So that might be our first island. Either way, this guy doesn't need to be here anymore. So let's go ahead and just bring him back to the main island. Because our clipper will take it from here. And since that one's taken a while, we're just going to go back to the main island and continue to produce things. So first order of business, getting that upgraded so we have a bigger stockpile of stuff. And then after that, we need to start producing this. There's our goulash. Everybody likes a good goulash. And that'll be our first need fulfilled with these guys.
Unfulfilled.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you. Life's rough, man. How are we doing? So we have reached critical mass with sausage. It's a phrase I never thought I would say. So we need more pigs and we need more sausage. So what we're gonna do for more pigs is just go ahead and that one already has a silo. This one needs a silo. We're gonna move the firehouse ever so slightly. And then we're gonna build a silo here. And that'll give us the pigs we need for the more sausage. And then what else do we need? We're doing okay on schnapps. We need more grain for all of this. So you guys on definitely just as important island. If anybody told you you're not valuable, then they were lying. Or, you know, they said to your face when they shouldn't have. Alright, so that's done. We're just gonna ignore those exclamation points for now. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, wait, hang on. Alright, now you guys can handle yourself. Let's go back to the... Ooh, that is a juicy, huge island. How buildable is it? Not a lot of flat land, honestly. So I think we're better off with this one. And it has a lot of oil. Wow, they've really changed things. Helium pockets. So this must be the new content. And then look at all those oil fields. I swear I've never seen one with 22 oil fields before. That's crazy. 14 oil fields? Like, holy moly. Oil must be way more important in these new DLCs. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Is there a coast facing? Nah, both the coasts are kind of in an inoptimal spot. Because they always leave, ships on trade routes always leave here in this, eastern section. They go back to the old world. So if we had a coast, like, say, on this side, that would be optimal distance back and forth. Alright, cool. They handled the fire. I knew they could. I always believed in them.
These fabled lands exist after all.
Shh, 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 shh. We don't care if those fabled lands exist. How do I know you're not fibbing to me now? Could be fibbing to me now. Moving and grooving. That ship's bringing red peppers. Have we begun to get our first? Well, I don't know why you're not happy. You have 3 of the 4 things that you need to survive, you whiny baby.
Always harder with
Right. They don't have cans because we haven't built the cannery. That's how that works. Did you know that? I didn't know that. So, we'll get them. Oopsie. More sausage soon, and that'll give us another boon to our income. And you can already see it starting to climb back up. Which is good because we need 75 workers just for that. And we might as well get our sewing facility ready. So we can just plop both those down, and then that'll be a massive amount of income. With that in mind, more people. Because we're going to need a workforce for all this, right? And you keep an eye on our other resources. One. Work clothes. Constant struggle with their work clothes. But everything else is not super high, but that's okay. We'd rather keep it just balanced at the razor's edge of what we need. Because if we're producing too much, we're wasting too much in expenditures. I am the cream of the crop. I agree. Thank you for noticing. I've tried real hard. Oops. What am I missing for upgrades? Why can't you people upgrade? Oh, because you're out of sausage. I don't have food. Some people, just so needy. Alright, so as soon as we produce more sausage, we'll have a lot more populace. And we have a lot of steel in reserve, so we'll be able to just crank out those. I'll slap that down there for later. We already... Do we have the tourist island thing? Yep, we do. Perfect. Can I build it yet? 'Cause that's just free money. Boom.
Way to imagination. I finally arrived. Now to see if the journey.
Yeah, so we lose 400 gold a minute. But all we need to do is just slap down some random crap and make it look pretty here. So we don't have the easy access ones at the moment. Is there anything we can build? Not really, because we don't have access to the zoos and stuff yet. Some more artisans. I guess we'll see here in 6 minutes if it's profitable, even at this low of an attractiveness. It should be. I think you have to drop pretty low. I think fair is still enough to bring in a profit. And since that's just like a passive income generator, you might as well have it. I don't know still if we're going to go down the lots of tourists route, or if we're just going to go down the heavy industry route to make our money, because they're kind of mutually exclusive, at least on one island. We'll probably do a tourist island, we'll probably do like an industry island, but you can't really do both on one, because your tourists like your attractiveness to be a lot higher, and obviously these buildings are, well, their mom thinks they're pretty. Let's put it that way. Or handsome, you know, whichever way they want to slice it. We won't judge here. I wasted those windows on the dock, didn't I? That's okay. Let's go back to the other island. Build you out real quick.
Ready for a challenge.
Let's go ahead and just work on getting these guys up and running, because that's going to be the next resource.
Expansion is always good.
It is always good. I know, Wiggly, you're going to whine. So before you say, before you say anything, dude, every time with this guy. And just some nice 7x7s. We'll have to see how much these guys have changed. Because I know the most recent, or the second most recent DLC involved doing more with the islands, and clearly they did a lot. Like, the oil production is insane on these islands now. Looks like their basic needs are still the same though. They just want F. Okay, so you need stuff from Vanessa, and then all this mail. So is this the way you get more population? Is by doing the mail, and then this gives you gold? Now, see, that gives you citizens as well. So I'm confused. Hold 25 in each residence now. Holy moly. Well, they did say they were going to make it easier to build up on the in the New World. So I'm glad to see those changes. I mean, you know, I know there's a lot of reasons. Perfect. I know there's a lot of reasons to be, and that'll help with our sausage shortage. A lot of reasons to be mad at Ubisoft, like the parent company as a whole. But in terms of like supporting this game in particular, like the studio that's responsible for that has done a phenomenal job. This game's been out for a few years now, and they released quite a few substantial DLCs for it. It's a shame they don't support, like, they're gonna be taking down the servers for the older games. Again, that's like a crappy Ubisoft decision. But the publisher in charge of this particular franchise is doing like a fantastic job. So our bottleneck is still just Windows. How often do we produce Windows? So that might be something we will look into. It's pretty expensive to produce more Windows. So as a shortcut, we might just buy more if we can for the moment.
If you ever need a steady, albeit somewhat arthritic hand to guide
Cannot,
you.
cannot buy Windows. It's unfortunate. Alright, what are we gonna do with the marigold in the meantime? We'll have to figure out a sufficiently capitalistic name for the marigold as well, because marigold isn't gonna do it for me in the long run. We're gonna need a ship that really speaks to our billionaire aspirations.
Flagship ready for orders.
Anyway, let's not get distracted with that. Let's jump back here, make sure everything's hunky-dory. You guys need plantains now? I can provide. Well, you will provide, and I will just tell you where to provide it from. And, no, I don't want to do that way. This island's not super optimal for building either, truth be told.
Come to watch.
I have come to watch you work. We're gonna have to move this stuff later, but that's okay. It's just about getting this up and running for now. So we just need them producing that sweet cotton as soon as possible. But we don't need that many more citizens for that. My Spanish is not great, so I'm not even gonna try to pronounce their name. That's not how you want to pronounce it, chat. That's what I'm gonna say. Alright. Back to the mainland. How we doing? Profits are booming. We are under 100,000 again. It's unfortunate. So we may or may not get to our first tier tonight. If we don't get it tonight, we will definitely get it in our next session. Stands. Bing, bang, boom. Profit. We should see our profits start ticking up real soon. As well as our population. And we have a lot of workers. So let's go ahead and promote some of them to the next class.
A new milestone.
Woo! Airships round the globe. I'm going to read this one because I've never seen this one before. Paloma Valente completes the first airborne circumnavigation of the globe. Buoyed by a new gas notice helium. Oh, a new character.
But I'm not in this for the kudos. My dream is to connect the four corners of the world. So I'm making my
Cool.
design available to everyone. Your good self included.
So the new DLC is pretty low.
My airship designs.
Yes. I would love to
New expedition.
switch to the New World region. You got it? Get my face for now.
Then none shall temper this.
Oh, whoops. I knew I was going to forget. I should have just canceled this quest. Oh, well. Well, I'm here on the new island. What am I supposed to be doing? Is an expedition from here? No, that's just rare animal. Where did her quest line go? What is all that? I can't even look at the resource because every time you... Weird. This is all new to me. Oops. So I will have to discover more about that. Profit is a booming though. Look at that. We're up to 3,000. So money is flowing. And since we have a surplus of wood, we might as well build out some ships. Those are the word. You know, the little woody things that go scoot scoot across the water. They could also be made of metal. Or plastic, or, you know, lots of things. As long as they go scoot scoot across the water. That's the main thing. It's their ability to go scoot scoot. Even
Just say the word.
Let's go ahead and sail around, discover the pirates, and let's look at our allies, see if they're ready to be bribed.
Oh, the board had put in a veto.
Wibbly, are you ready? Did she just call me a pigeon pervert? I know what I can do with my flagship. I just remembered. Okay, Wibbly, don't have a quest for us. Wibbly, you stingy man.
All my problems have vanished in a minute.
Alright, Wibbly's gonna be hard to win over. I would like his bonus gold, but, you know, worst comes to worst, was killing me either way. Let's close that for now. Profits are a booming. Sorry, I know I'm just swapping back quite a bit. Or back and forth quite a bit, I should say. Why are you guys not receiving your plantains? How about I build plantains for you? Oh. There's a third step in this process. One moment. We can produce cotton soon, though, which is crucial for our successful main island. It's just like any farmer takes up so much space, and this island is lacking for it, except for over here. So we're gonna have to build quite a bit of our farms right next to the industry. I don't have the wood for that yet, though. Do I have a lumberyard on this island? Oh. That's a whoops-a-doodle. You don't have wood because you're not producing wood. It's funny how that works. And that's at 92%, so that's not good enough. 60. How do I fix this? What have I done? Alright, we're just gonna have to deal with a slight penalty for now. We can come back and optimize later. I'm not gonna waste time to deal with it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I forgot I said the auto route for ships to go straight to Mr. Archibald Lake last time. Archibald Blake, not Lake. I mean, unless he's into lakes, call him Archibald Lake. One more window, we can get that going, and that's... Oh, wait. 3 more windows, and that'll be glorious profit. We have a lot of wood surplus, and plenty of all the resources necessary other than work clothes. So let's go ahead and build out our farmer base a good bit here. Is that right? Why does that look crooked? Why does it look crooked, chat? Is it crooked? No.
Nothing good to say.
Nothing good to say. What about now? You have a pub. Well, 1 second. You have a pub. So-so. So-so. I think I'm producing enough cotton, right? Or wool. Let's So I can probably just slap this down without worries.
In my mind's eye, a warehouse revealed.
Okay. Alright, alright, alright. There's your bloody warehouse. Yeah, big baby. And let's go ahead and slap down that place next to it. It's not optimal,
I'm missing
but...
particular materials.
So, were they not getting cans that entire time? They weren't. Okay, so our profits are really gonna boom now that we can produce cans. Oh, that's funny. And slightly embarrassing. I'm sure some people saw that icon and were like screaming at their screens that, hey, you're not actually producing cans. Well, there's a test, chat. You passed. Proud of you. You've come a long way. The student has become the master, and so on.
Pity the workers.
Shh. We don't want to hear anything he has to say. We don't care about the workers, the artisans, even the investors. They're all just money makers to us. Good, so he's sailing around looking for the pirates. And this whole region will be ours. We'll own everything and keep expanding and own everything. Alright, flagship. Actually, now that I said that out loud, I know what we should do next. We should make another island for more profit. So, off you go. What do I need? I need... One with shops would be great. That way they're self-sufficient, and this one's giant. So, you'll do. Yes, while it does cost influence to take these islands, we have influence to spare. And more population equals more influence, so it's kind of like a self-feeding loop where if you settle more islands, build them out, you get more influence to settle more islands to build out, and, you know, so on and so on. As long as you're not just like sitting on uninhabited islands for just blocking off NPCs, then should have enough influence most of the time. There we go. Sewing machines and cans. Can't say I'm not a benevolent overlord.
The finishing touches, and there.
That'll get our artisans real happy. And then fur coats will come soon, which I know takes... actually... Does it take cotton, or does it take the alpaca fur? Ooh. See, now I don't remember. Have I discovered... Nope, haven't. You're a tough cookie, Wibbly. Man, tough crowd. Nobody wants the bribes. Or to be told that their, you know, outfit is fetching. That's okay. Let's just see. Is this island profitable yet? Not yet. That's a problem. You're fine. You need rum? Well, we need rum for the main... Oh, no. I forgot about that. I will want rum for the mainland, so I'm gonna have to expand to another island here before too long. But we were gonna take all these islands eventually anyway. It's just about constant expansion. That's how we're gonna get to 1 billion. It's just having every island under control and every island profitable. And they'll have poncho soon. I think poncho material might be what we need for the fur coats back on the mainland. Why is that one crooked? Oh, because I built it crooked. Well, that's a whoopsie-daisy. You guys don't mind if I move your houses over like 10 feet, right? Just a little scoochy scooch. Everybody's fine with a little scoochy scooch. There we go. Islands make a profit. That's all we wanted. We'll continue to expand it though to get more materials. Back to the mainland.
You reached a new milestone.
Every time I get above 100,000, I just have to spend it. But that's okay. Because soon the money will start snowballing. We'll see this start climbing real soon as this gets full. And that'll give us quite a few artisans. Probably almost enough to get clippers. And clippers are relatively profitable. So we can just sell those with our excess wood and sales. That's the word. So yeah, I think unfortunately we won't hit our first tick tonight. But again, we should be able to hit it next stream. So we got, we can go for maybe another hour or so. Who knows? Maybe we'll hit it. Let's keep our options open because this is going to start really cranking off here soon. Is this island profitable? This island's very far from profitable. You guys still have plenty of materials, so
Respect your betters, and always help a man.
fine.
Grab a pocket watch.
Flagship awaiting instructions.
Just because I want Wibbly's sweet.
Amazing, you know what to do with them all.
Yeah.
Settle down. Wow,
Wibbly.
you got some big ones there.
Wibbly, you're a confusing man.
No, it's
What?
a nasty trick.
Man, tough crowd with Wibbly. Just don't know what to do with him. Just tough customer. Let's go ahead and sell that. I didn't realize I was sitting on that for a moment. And by a moment, I mean like a solid half an hour. That's a whoops. Can't build the theater yet. That takes a lot of materials. So that'll be as we're ramping these guys up to their... Still not producing rices. We'll want to go there as soon as we can too. Because that expedition to... It'll pop up here in a moment. Why are you guys unhappy? Oh, because you don't have... Yeah. So we should get... Ooh, we should get rum here ASAP. Okay. That's our focus then. Can we just buy wood from Isabella?
We join on one
Isabel,
condition,
sorry.
that like you, we are free to write our
Aluminum
own
profiles. Interesting. So what you're telling me is you don't have wood, Isabel. Well, then what good are you? Do you need steel to settle these islands? Let's double check. Probably do. But the good news is I would have steel on this island then.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, there's no steel on this island. So I must not need it to settle. Oh no, never mind. There's steel on the island.
Don't leave a man to the sharks.
Okay, so you
horizons.
go to the main island and then we're going to settle a rum producing island as soon as possible so we can get massive profit on the mainland. And we'll just, once we do that, we'll just go ahead and we'll get our clipper set up on that trade route, and then we'll just produce another clipper because by then we should have enough artisans to produce clippers. So with that being said, let's go back to the main island and start producing clippers.
I need out with me lowly tribbles. You can
Build their
make better
quats.
what's already gold.
14 canned food. Well, I'm sure they'll produce eventually. Right? Yeah, we're producing cans. You'll get your cans eventually. How are they doing with sewing machines? They're there. Is that a battle? Oh, right, because my ship is escorting, so it should be in battle. Or it's just letting the cargo ship get shot in the butt. Dude. Dude. You want to engage the pirates? Apparently that's a big fat nope. Or is he shooting them? I don't know. We're getting distracted, chat. We need to be focusing on the actual speedrun aspect, not whatever those random ships are doing. So we have a huge amount surplus in farmers, so let's go ahead and promote some of them up to the worker class. They've earned it. And then let's take a look at our resources, make sure everything's staying stable. Years a touch low, and we have plenty of materials, right? I don't see the...
Look busy, people.
So we would need to produce more malts, and then we could produce more beer, because we have plenty of hops. So let's do that now. And that produces enough for 2. So let's just go ahead and slap down that. And that should solve our beer problems for the foreseeable future. In fact, let's just go ahead and make sure we don't run out of anything in the chain. Because technically it takes 1.5 to produce 1 for there. And we have 4. So we should probably do at least 1 more. I know this is ugly, but yeah, no, it's all about getting the materials up as fast as possible. They're still doing great. Are you back to the mainland yet? You are. Perfect. Take all their wood. Take all their steel. And let's yeet you over to an island that can produce sugarcane, because that's what we need for rum. Building anti-air defenses. Interesting. Okay. There's so much to learn about this. I just realized too, looking at the police icon here, that my island is running without a police force. But you know what? As long as you keep them happy, I don't think that's an issue. So yeah, we'll just get second island set up here as soon as possible. We'll make that rum land. Get back to the mainland. Also, I realized that I took this island and didn't do anything with it. So let's build one long road and we'll start getting a populace up and running for profit. Let's get them settled in as soon as possible. Just get the basic infrastructure up off the ground. There we go. You guys are producing wood.
Fabled lands exist after all.
Yes, yes. We're all real impressed. Okay. That'll do for now. Cromwell will start making money here real soon. Have you reached your destination yet? Yes, perfect timing. Look at that. I could have settled a slightly better spot because now I'm gonna have to do
I
some
see you're exploring yet more islands.
weird finagling. I guess actually, you know what? We could just do it
Expand again. Remember
like
what we
this,
said,
and we'll just build it.
right?
Shh, wibbly, wibbly, wibbly. Nobody cares. I'm the conqueror, which is great because that provides quite a good boost. It allows me, each island starts with 50 workforce now. So technically, I could get a rum distillery off the ground here without having people. So I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. We're just going to build... Actually, no, never mind. Change my mind. I want to get a wood industry off the ground first. So we'll do that, and then once they build up enough wood, we'll build a city around them, sort of thing. But that's going to be my population center, so I don't want to build it there. let's build it off over here since this is the industry anyway, with all this sweet, sweet oil. So warehouse, lumber mill, and look at that, perfectly at 95, so it won't, oh no, 94, problems. Okay, so now they're producing wood, and I guess with the last little bit of wood that we have left, we'll just slap in a few. Houses, get them up and running. How's the main island?
Better than us, don't you?
I do think I'm better than you. Wait, I'm sorry, what was the question? I got confused. There, have your chapel. Are you happy now? Yeah, you're great. You're happy. Everything's honky-dory. You're just happy as a clam. Are clams happy?
Keep you going.
What? That's a saying, right? Happy as a clam? Why are clams happy? Do we know they're happy? I just don't get it. Anyway, I don't have a lot of wood right there right now, and we need more for building out that resource, so we're just going to focus back here on the mainland.
It's all prepared.
We're going to do level 2 consumerism, level 2 austerity. Send it, chef.
There's also in
Shh, 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 shh. Propagand's good. You guys just don't understand because you're not playing to win.
Is it not customary to
You gotta play to win.
a lovely surprise? What a selfless act of charity.
And how have I not gained any influence with this guy? Am I not working on his stupid quest to take his stupid ship somewhere? How long is this gonna take, Wibbly? Man, you're so needy. Anyhow. So now technically we have 50 engineers. So hey, look at that. We got the engineers sorta kinda tonight. Not really. But we have them ready to go.
Work, sleep, humdrum.
Your humdrum. Yeah, so rum is still priority number 1 to increase our profits. So let's get back to this island. And since we still have a surplus of labor, we need more wood, and we needed it yesterday. Ah, 94 every time. You're killing me.
My talent is already rubbing off on you.
Yay. Yeah, Wibbly, I did a thing for you. Get out of my face now. A slight deficit in workers. There we go. I don't have a marketplace. That's gonna hurt them. Hopefully they won't abandon the island. They'll keep working for now. That was an oversight. But hey, only 100,000 to our first tier. So we are cruising. Considering we started the night at what, about 80,000? We've already added about another 90 on top of that. And since we're still gonna go for about another... No, they're abandoning it. Damn it, that's what I was afraid of. Okay. So we have a problem, and there's no easy way to solve this other than stealing more wood from the main island here. So you just get ahead of yourself and then you forget what you're doing. They need to produce more wood too. 1 is not enough. It's never enough. And we'll just slap you in right here. Why not? Because the harbor also counts as a warehouse. So we'll just keep rolling in with that. And while that's producing, the ship's moving, let's come back to the main island. We have a lot of surplus and everything right now, which is why we have such high revenue. We need to work on getting the artisans happy as soon as possible, though, so they don't have a riot about not having basic needs. So needy. Ooh, we can build the zoo. Let's do that. And is this making us money?
Faces whenever I come here.
Alright, so we are making about 200 gold just from that. I love it. I love it. Don't you want a zoo? Everybody wants a zoo. Let's move it to the other side, though, so it's slightly away from the industrial center. And we'll build our first compound. There we go. Because we should get a quest from our people here to give us our first eyeball for free. Or I know you can get like tigers and stuff from Miss Jorgensen. So maybe she'll offer me a tiger.
Perhaps it'll mean journeying to the center of the earth.
I don't want your boiled potato quest. I want the one that gives me tigers. Your gold means nothing to me until it does.
Good and ready.
Alright, so this is back. Take all the wood. Stroll on over. And now we do have a little bit of wood, so we'll build the marketplace. And build all this out again. I think they downed the resource cost for this. Wasn't it like 2 before? I could be wrong. Is that 7? Yeah, perfect. Those are off crooked again, though. 1 second. Yeah. Now we have a workforce to produce wood to produce nothing. But we'll very quickly.
I wouldn't call these lean years.
Yeah, that's right. You wouldn't. So shut your mouth about the lean years. Why would you even bring that up, dude? It's just like, don't go there. Not lean years. Don't mention lean years. Things are grooving. 100k to go to our next goal. And we got about 45 minutes to hit it. Oopsie. All right. Paul Blake's Lighthouse, huh? Okay. We're not gonna look at the quest right now. Marigold, why did I send you here? What are you doing? Did I do that? Why did I do that? Oh, right. It was the escort quest. Of course. Go ahead and build a clipper for that profit. Because the clippers are worth not quite a lot more than the schooners, but enough to make it worth your while, you know? So it takes double the time, but I'm pretty sure it's worth more than double the profit. So it's definitely a good plan. Plus clippers are going to be like the main trading fleet here. While we're thinking about stuff, let's go ahead and get this built out more. I just kind of left them on autopilot for a while. Sorry about that, citizens. The whole goal is as many profitable islands as possible. So we're going to just keep building out you guys in a productive and profitable way. Which means nice big squares that we built in the wrong spot. There we go.
Ain't perfect, but what is?
Yeah, you guys are ready for fish. Perfect. And you'll be ready for wool real soon. So let's go ahead and get the infrastructure in for that now. I do wish, since this is a game that you're going to be playing for like several hours at a time in most settings, I wish they had a few more music tracks. Because you know, you play for like, even now I've only been playing for hour and a half, and you know, it's very repetitive in the music area. Alright, now we have enough to get you guys upgraded. Build a second row. Perfect. Which means you probably are ready for plantains and all that, right? You are. Perfect. I don't think I need to build a road since it's directly attached, but we'll do it just to make sure. Maybe a bad idea, but we're gonna build it there anyway. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bad idea. Bad idea. Moving you. We'll just have to build another warehouse for you somewhere else. 1 second while we figure that out. You have your own special warehouse just for you. Aren't you the luckiest little plantain grower that ever grew plantains? I know. You can thank me later. Or just say, you know, your check's in the mail. Whatever you want to do. Perfect. So they are ready for plantains. They don't need ponchos for quite a while. Built that road wrong. Whatever, we'll fix it later. No big deal.
Awaiting new horizons.
Clipper. Let's see. I don't need the steel on any of these islands as far as I know. So we're gonna send you back to the main island. And since the goal is just to expand quickly and as often as possible, we're also gonna settle this big juicy island here because it has helium reserves, whatever that is. It's obviously a new part of the DLC here. So we shall see how that plays into the game. Was working on that?
A new milestone.
Yes, you guys are ready for cloth and clothes. Good thing I already have the industry set up. Is this money island making me money yet? Not yet. So we need schnapps. Everybody loves a good schnapp. Why, just yesterday I was saying to my old papa, I would like a good schnapp, sir. And then he said, why the hell are you talking that way? Alright, so the island should become profitable soon. This island is massively profitable. Why have I not got that quest yet? There it is.
You're busy.
What's my task? Oh, provide them with canned food. If you get it, you get it. Not too worried about it. I'm surprised they haven't offered me the quest. Maybe it's because I already have a citizen quest. But I should have a quest where they essentially just, they give me a free animal. On that subject, let's sail over to here. Because you can get free, well, not free, but you can get animals for fairly cheap that will boost up your beauty on your island, which is passive money.
Ship constructed.
So again, that's spend money to make money sort of situation. And our first clipper is out to sea. So I'll build another because we already have enough resources Do we have enough to just autopilot clippers? Not quite. We can't quite build a clipper every time it's done. We do have a bottleneck in sales, but we're getting close-ish to that point. All right, back to this island. Where are you? You have the resources you need. Off you go. And is there a... Those two coasts are on like a very narrow part of the island. Shucks. Well, it is what it is. We're just gonna keep building out the infrastructure on these other islands. Oh, they're not happy because they don't have a pub. But I gave them booze. Why aren't you happy with that? You're not even making me money. You ended up like a half-brink tier where you just get neglected all the time? Because that's what's going to happen. They're just a money pit. Then again, they're just, you know, simple folk doing simple farming. How long has that not been? I'm sure somebody knows that at some point too. Whoopsie doodle. There we go. Now we're producing wood. How are we doing on main resources on the main island? Plenty of fish, plenty of schnapps, blah, 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 blah. I won't go through and list every one of these out loud. We have a surplus of everything. Cans is our slowest one, but I'm not too worried about that. Alright, notifications cleared. Island's about ready to be settled. And we need to get just this one to profitability as soon as we can. Our main focus here is actually getting Rum Island up and running. Everybody loves a good Rum Island. Why are you still not getting bananas? Or plantains, whatever. Fried plantains. So needy. You have all the things you need, right? Yeah, you have plenty of fish oil. You got the plantains. How long does it take to grow a plantain? Wait, did I do the not building the frying thing again? There are just no words. Just no words. I don't even know what to say about that. That's why they don't have fried plantains, because they didn't have anywhere to fry their plantains. Crazy that. Well, anyway, we're just gonna build another section of housing here. Because we want as many people. Is that 7? That looks like 8. Yes, I do count with my mouth silently. Please don't judge me for it.
Now,
We're gonna.
here is a vital matter.
Sure.
Seductive charts bury my desk.
And that's for the mainland quest to go to the island that does island things. Okay. This island is now officially in the green. Love it, love it, love it. Let's build it out a bit more. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's why I like to build my pub and my marketplace like in the same city block together, because then all together they take up 3 home spaces, so then everything can stay nice and symmetrical. Should probably build a firehouse as well, and we'll build it I guess here once we get the wood for it. But that island's in the green, so that's what we need for now. Our main priority still is getting rum to the mainland so we can make massive, massive amounts of money. So let's go ahead and get that going. This will be our rum producing region. And we're gonna need lots of rum. Rum's just good to have on like so many islands. It takes what? It's a 1-to-1. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna build like 3 rum distilleries for now, which should be 2 to the mainland. Actually, let's build 4. 2 to the mainland, 1 for this island, 1 for the main island, and then, sorry, inhabitants of unsettled island.
I suppose expansion is always good.
Expansion is always good. You know what's up.
Typical you to rub it in. When my board won't let me expand. Pigeon pervert. Sorry, old stick.
He did call me a pigeon pervert. What is that about? Just,
I'll admit, your people are willing.
they are willing to fight.
Under attack.
Attention for the Admiral.
Wait, why are you attacking me here?
Constructed.
This is neutral territory, ma'am. Oh. I just wasted 5,000. I meant to go into the trade menu, but I wasn't close enough, so I just wasted.
Flagship at your service.
Fall back to the main island. If they want to fight you there, they can fight you there. Stupid pirates. I'm not going to pay you for a ceasefire. It's so expensive. Yeah, 18,000? Go away, Anne. Go away, Anne.
What a jolly, jolly.
Yeah, 7,500 per clipper. So you're making 3 times the amount of profit for double the amount of resources. It's so much better.
Your people are rioting.
Oh, I knew this was going to happen. Dang it, dang it, dang it. It's because I didn't provide you rum. Because I promised I was working on it.
We'll gather and toast your out.
Cool.
Ship under attack.
There's just, you know, main island, you're just being so needy right now. I'm just going to take a break from you, okay? It's not me, it's definitely you.
You reached a new milestone.
There we go. Look at this town. Up and running, moving and grooving. I need more wood. 1 second. Yeah, because that's a 2-to-1, so that should be enough to produce for 4. Perfect. Silence is losing me a lot of money at the moment, but that's okay because I just need that rum and I need it now. For glorious, glorious profit. How you doing, chat? You still doing good? How you all doing tonight? Oh, quite a few people hanging out in the chat. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Good to see ya. Anyway, back to the speedrun here. I need more workers to supply this industry I've got going. I don't like it. It's crooked. I hate it. But it is what it is. That's good enough to get started. We're just going to go ahead and set our clipper here on the trade route, not diplomacy routes. Create a route. Trade route from this island. And you're going to load up that sweet, delicious rum. And you're going to go and you're going to take it to the mainland. Which ship is it? Is it the Black Rose? I hope so. Guess we're about to find out. Nope. Where Black Grouse must be the one that's on the mainland. Yeah, sorry everyone. Didn't actually sell that ship. There we go.
Ready for a challenge.
I present my hum.
You guys are still rioting? Give it a rest. Like, you guys have done enough of the rioting. Everybody's real impressed by your ability to riot. They're not actually impressed. Nobody's really impressed by their rioting. Sorry, I'm just, Alright, we'll have to look at that later. I don't know what was going on there. That was weird. Anyhow, they should be solving that riot soon. Photography crest? Those ones are always a free thing. There you go. That's the brick factory, right? Oh, sorry. There. That looks like a brick factory if I've ever seen one. I know. You can just...
Promise kept.
That'll be good later on. I don't know what the Landersmith is, but...
Those streets are safe again.
Good. You guys are so needy. See, this is why you gotta keep them happy. They won't riot if they're happy. I mean, that's just common sense, right? Anyway. 1 second. I just realized my camera's not working. There we go. Sorry about that. Don't know how long that was off. That was unfortunate. Don't know what happened there. That's why you always want to keep your OBS running invisible, so you could be aware of those little technical glitches like that. So yeah, I think we should be able to hit our first mark tonight. So that'll be cool. You're full up? Well, then you're full up for another ship. How's that sound? Lovely? Sounds lovely to me. You're profitable, right? Good. But you could be better.
Construction.
That ship's away. Alright. How's Rumland doing? Because that's the real thing I care about right now. I don't care about progressing the rest of the cities until I get this one up and running. It's not very profitable, but it's going to produce so much profit for the mainland, so I'm not super worried about that. Come to watch. I mean, come to... You got a lot of rum on your island. Let me see. Has the ship set off with rum? It's transporting no rum. Alright, well that first passage is a loss. That's unfortunate. That's okay.
Shapeless horrors climb from your abyss.
Wow. That was some flowery language to say, hey dude, you suck. I'm working on it, okay? I'm gonna get you a variety theater. You'll be happy. It doesn't provide me any money. No, it provides me good money. So if you guys produce windows faster, I could get you this theater, okay? So you just need to pull in a couple of shifts, tell your boss like, hey, I need to work like 50, 60 hours this week because I want to go see Hamlet on Saturday, you know? Now one can make the argument, well, if they're working 50, 60 hours, they don't have time to see Hamlet, but shh. They don't need to worry about that, okay? Anyway, that was just a whole little story that took away from the speedrun. Let's build up. What do we need? What are we feeling? Ooh, we're low on cans, but that's only because we traded them off for that quest. How are we doing everything else? We need more bread.
Use like part of the family.
Thank you. I appreciate that sentiment. So we have 2 producing for 2. So let's produce a 3rd, and that should still give us enough flour for the side bonus thing. Lifestyle needs. I'm still getting used to that, so I don't know what it's called, but that should give us enough for the lifestyle needs and produce enough bread for our workers. What do the workers need for their lifestyle needs? I know I've already looked at this a few times. Rum. Hey! So rum here will provide me more workers and more coins. So yeah, let's get rum and let's get it yesterday. Fortunately, that ship is just sailing up there with like, hey, I got a shipment of rum, and they're going to show up and the cargo holds are going to be empty. But you know what? That's going to be more embarrassing for the ship captain than it is for me. So that'll be a life lesson for them. Not to sail away without actually picking up the resources. All right, one more window and we'll be ready to build the theater, which will give us a nice boost in our money here. And I do believe we will get to 250 tonight. That's not bad. 2 sessions, less than 4 hours. I'll have to take a look at the speedrun.com time for the 250, because honestly, I think that's the only category that people actually run. Is the first is like the 250. They technically have a 1 million as well, but there's been no submitted runs of that. And I'm not saying like, you know, very few. I'm saying literally 0 people have done that. So even the first person that submitted would be world record. Which is why, in part, why I decided to go to 1 billion, because I know, as far as I can tell, I will be the world record holder, even if I am terribly bad at it at first. Nobody else is doing it, so
Much to be thankful for.
there you go.
Is it wrong to want more?
You guys are content now, and look at that sweet, sweet profit. That thing only cost me 100, and it definitely provides more than 100 in benefits. Speaking of, where are my free animals? Why are you guys not bringing me the quest for the free animals? Is that not a thing anymore? Do I have to buy them?
Don't tell me I've missed it.
Whatever. How about you? Do you have any cheap animals at the moment? 7,200 is a lot. I'd rather spend less than that. And I'm not going to re-roll because I made that mistake once already. How are we doing on Mylan? Losing my money still? Losing my money still. That's what I like to see. Let's go back to the main island because we need to get that built out as well. Because they need rum, but they can't get rum yet. So we need to build them ponchos. So let's build... Oh gosh, where am I going here? What am I doing? What am I feeling? I hate it. It's crossing the river 3 times. There's gotta be a better way. Gosh, this island is not brilliant where I set up. There's so much space here, but it's gonna take so much wood to get there. Well, I guess we're not spending the wood on anything anyway. Go for it. Okay. So now we build our warehouse. Build a little bit more road. And get old ponchos up and running because we're going to need that stuff soon for the mainland anyway. So let's go ahead and build 2 because it's a 1-for-1. I should probably move that other one because it's not going to leave me enough space. Sorry about that. I do really love that you can just move the buildings, like, at least on the normal settings, cost free. I know on the higher settings, it costs you resources, which makes sense. There we go. So now all their basic needs are met. And they just need rum for happiness. Look at that, guys. We're getting so close to that 250 mark. And I'll have to see how far I am off the mark from the world records. I'm sure it's quite a bit. But that's okay. That just means in our next run, we'll have room to improve, right? If you just come in and crush the world record first time, no trying, then it's like, it's kind of unfulfilling, you know? It doesn't really leave you happy. But look who it is. Yeah. Are you hanging in your head in shame? You should be. You get back down there and you pick up the rum that's waiting for you, because that's what we need to push us to 250. They have all this rum waiting for you at the docks. Look at all of that rum just waiting for you. Shameful. Anyway, how much is it to buy a ship? I don't want to buy a ship. I'd rather just build one. And then I can make it a trade ship for moving rum back and forth on either islands. So we'll build another clipper. And that'll be our trade ship. That one's about ready to sell, so we'll go ahead and do that. And that'll be a quick infusion of cash. Yeah. We've only got about 15 minutes or so before I was going to call it. But we are, I do believe, going to hit that 250 mark before we call it tonight. So that'll be great. 2 sessions, I will call that successful. Granted, that's not even 1% of our overall goal. But again, it's going to keep scaling up. Because engineers give you so much more than artisans, and then investors give you way more than engineers. So we'll start seeing this soon go to like probably like 100k, 200k. I wouldn't say soon, but within the next few sessions we'll get up to that sort of mark. All right, let's see. What do we need to be doing? What do we need to be working on? This island is just kind of cruising away doing nothing at the moment. We should get fur coats up and running because we do have industry for that now. So let's promote some people to workers, and then let's promote some workers to artisans. Promotion not possible. There we go. And just like that, we can produce coats. So I know we need fur. And then what else do we need? Yeah, the cotton. Perfect. So we'll decide to produce more cotton on the island. Oh no, this island doesn't produce... Hey, look at that. Well, other ship that needs materials to bring over. Do I have a job for you, buddy? It's a real easy one, okay? You're just gonna pick up furs from this island. Is that gonna be too far from the warehouse? Maybe.
We put our love into this.
They say no. So you are also gonna pick up some lovely furs and drop them off there.
We're in the
And
presence
then-
of a virtuoso.
Hey, our first tourist. Or special visitor, whatever. Of course, like, never turn them down. Like, why would you? You know? I don't even know that's an option. No, I don't want your free materials. Get out of here. It's just silly. That's what it is. Just downright silly. Alright. So we're very close to 250. One of our trade routes has an issue. What's the issue? Oh, they don't have furs there. Well, they will have furs, okay? You don't worry about if they don't have them right now. Let's go back to the New World and build up more cotton. Which we're gonna have to do on our main island because that island doesn't have any. Which means I'm about to run 2 trade routes. That's okay. I know how to do this. We're gonna, that clipper that we're building, we're gonna bring it down here, and it's gonna pick up cotton, take it to the other island, and then that one clipper that's going back and forth right now is just gonna pick up some extra cotton along with the rum. So let's get that built out. Gosh, there's like no space to build on this island still. That's okay. We'll do what we can with what we got. Even like just 2 will do for now. I don't want to block off all the space, but we're doing that for now. Okay. So we're very close to 250. I'll have to make sure I remember and mark that in our log here, so I got to be keeping a close eye on that here very soon. Is our clipper built? It's not. Whoop! Where did I just send you? Off to random spot. Okay, our clipper's almost built. So I set the waypoint right there, and let's get a trade route. Oopsie. Trade route set up where I'm going to create a route. Trade route. New world. You're going to sail between. Oh, I already forgot which is what. Oh, so this is main island. That's the second island, right? I already forgot. But one moment, please. This is main island. This is island we haven't done much with yet. Is this island profitable? At least not profitable. Unacceptable. There we go. If you're not giving me money, then what good are you? Shameful, really. Alright, so now the island's profitable. Anyway, we're getting distracted. Main island, second island. So we need to take the cotton from main island, bring it to second island, because there's already a ship going from those 2 islands. The Covenant. Okay. So you're gonna load up cotton. You're gonna unload it there. And then you're gonna load nothing else for now. Actually, no. We're producing enough rum that we can bring rum from Albatross here. Great name. And bring it over here. There we go. And that'll give more profitability to our main island as well. Which is making us money, but it could be better. Alright. 242. We're getting very close. Marigold's there, doing marigold things. Perfection. What should we do on this island in the meantime? They need furs. Furs are inbound. Rum is inbound. So they'll be making us money very soon. We have a lot of artisans already, so I don't want to promote more people into the artisan class necessarily. What about you, Madam Karina, whatever? We can go pick up a chicken. 4,000. That's very cheap. And we'll do that after we make the 250, so that way we're not spending ourselves back unnecessarily, because I would be like an extra minute or something. That's just like time loss, you know, which might not be a lot in a 3-hour run, but it's still something.
Thank you for all you've done.
Yeah, yeah. Marigold, hold up. I know what that is. That's her giving me a tiger for free. I've seen that quest before. Now we have a tiger. Let's bring you in, and that'll give us even more money here. Oh, shoot. We passed 250 and I didn't even realize it. So I guess we're calling it 348.50. We probably could shave a minute off that because I wasn't paying attention. No matter.
Attention to the Admiral.
Bring that tiger in to the dock. Out of here. And look at that. Huge jump in attractiveness. Alright. How is our rum ship going? Is it bringing rum? It's still going. It's not bringing.
It's ready to go.
Okay, so there must be.
Poetic license.
I must have set this up wrong
Censorship is not full.
because it's not grabbing rum. So let's look at that real quick. Because that's 2 runs now where it's just not picked up rum. It's just wasting his time. Coming from Viejo.
Gain an infinite
Viejo is the rum island, right? Why is it not picking up rum? Because that's the main island. Whoops. Albatross is rum land. Okay. Well, we figured it out. Then Albatross, you pick up rum. Gosh, just rookie mistakes, man. There we go. All right. Well, that'll be something we will have to wait and see till next stream. We are right about the 5,000 mark for profitability though, so this is gonna start cranking up fast. Our next mark's 1 million, and we may or may not get. Oopsie. We may or may not get that next stream, so you'll just have to stay tuned for that. I think I will, as I was saying earlier, I think I will do that here again in a few days because I'm really enjoying this. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. If you are, please let me know. I always appreciate the feedback. And let's just finish out this session with a couple of optimizations, making sure everything's looking honky-dory. Let's send you down to celebrate by buying a chicken or something. Oh, the chicken's gone. I guess we'll buy the mouse, the rats, whatever. Because all this, yeah, like the comments are all 10 attractiveness. So we'll just buy the cheapest one. So we got that tiger for free though. That's like 30. So that was pretty bomb. This island's looking good. Not profitable, but it's our rum producing island, so I'm not super worried about that. This island's profitable. Perfect. This island's not profitable. Still.
Not much to really celebrate.
Very well. We'll make you profitable by force, if necessary. Where should I build our plantains? We're just gonna throw it down here for now. And we can worry about optimizing space for that later. Alright. Back to the mainland. Pirates, you know, when they keep working on... Let me write that down. I've been taking notes during all these streams because I'm a nerd like that.
You make a stuffed bird.
So, things to do for our next run here. We got
ship under attack.
Woo Wibbly. And we got to make sure rum everywhere that needs it. And Then our next goal after that is going to be building the university for our artisans. That's kind of a stretch goal for the moment, because they don't even have it unlocked. Could build a hospital, but I don't want to. So that might be something to look into as well off stream. Let me get that down. The air service thing. Because is that profitable or is it not? I guess, actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna, we're striking that one. We're gonna explore it together, chat. We're gonna figure that one out together. And with that being said,
It's all how you...
we're gonna... Oops, what did I just do? We're gonna pause it for tonight. There we go. I swear I'll figure out these pause and break buttons eventually. We're gonna call it here because we're at about the 2-hour mark, and we will resume this here in a few days. So if you made it this far in the stream or in the video, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys stopping by, see what I'm doing. If you like it, please let me know. If you want to see more of this, tune back in. And that will do it for now. I will see you guys tomorrow with some probably some Fortnite content. And until then, bye for now.